The following is a presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live, your new home for Chieftain athletics. It's time for the Chieftains on your new home for Tonganoxie High School athletics. Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by It's time for the Chieftains, right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back inside a Chieftain Arena, our continuing week-long coverage of the 65th Annual Tonganoxie Invitational Basketball Tournament. We turn over to the girls' bracket, the fourth and final game taking place today between the Tonganoxie Chieftains and the two-seeded Wamego Lady Red Raiders. And this presentation of Chieftain Athletics is presented by Kansas Insurance. To see how they can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600, and we cruise along into the S&S Body pregame show. They've been the place to go to in Tonganoxie for auto body and repair work. Get your ride back in the game and learn more at their website, SNSAutoandBody.com, or give them a call and make your appointment today at 913-369-3193. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Another rematch from earlier in the season between the Wamego Red Raiders and the Tonganoxie Chieftains. Wamego undefeated on the year, 7-0, looking to pick up their 8th win here tonight. Second ranked in 4A East, only behind Fort Scott and right in front of Eudora, who they might be on a pivotal matchup coming up in this tournament later on. The Eudora girls team winning earlier today. We'll give that bracket update in just a little bit. Wamego looking to complete the sweep on the Chieftains this year. They got it the best of them, 61-28 at Wamego back in December. There were some moments and some flashes in that game where it looked like Tonganoxie came out, was hanging tough with them for a little bit, but the firepower of Wamego just proved to be a little bit too much. They got going, and it was just when it rains, it pours, and they were eventually able to pull away, and Tonganoxie was out of it by the third quarter.
Yeah, they're a really talented team, and
very much so.
Yeah, like you said, partner, they're probably going to match up. They're on opposite end of the bracket with Eudora and St. James. We just saw the St. James Academy girls play, and boy, they look pretty tough too. Yeah,
St. James Academy, they were the third game, the 6 o'clock game on the bracket, just defeating the Blue Valley West Jaguars 45-27. And the game before that at 4:30, it's Piper and the Pirates defeating Bonner Springs 34-15. So the Pirates move on to play in the winners side of the bracket as they will take on the 1 seed in the tournament, at least the Eudora Lady Cardinals, defeating the Holt Wildcats 45-29. So winner of this game is going to take on St. James this Friday at 7:30, and the loser will take on Blue Valley West this Friday as well, but at 4:30. If we had the boys bracket, obviously, last night, Tonganoxie coming up just a little bit short against Bonner Springs. They're going to be playing on Thursday at 4:30 against, I feel like we're talking a lot about Eudora, but they're going to be playing against Eudora as well. They got upset by Metro Academy in the final game in yesterday's coverage. So
yeah, we saw some of that, partner. And I mean, Metro Academy just come out raining threes on them, and they got up by about 18 points there in the first half. And they came back on them, but they couldn't quite close the gap. They were just too hot shooting.
So the last time we saw these Lady Chieftains, it's felt like it's been a little bit, but it was when we were back at home. The boys defeated Metro Academy, but not before the Lady Chieftains defeated the Christ Prep Patriots, picking up their second win of the season. And really, it was some back and forth basketball for a little bit, but eventually Tonganoxie got it going. Thought they did a good job of crashing the boards in that game and penetrating down low, which that's something that they've struggled a little bit with time, especially last year. They definitely have gotten better at it this year, but I think it was their best effort and best overall game last time against the Patriots, and it was enough to earn them the W.
Yeah, that's their second win of the season, so yeah, that's something to hang their hat on. I mean, they can play loose and easy because they're definitely not expected to win tonight, but as you can see, like in the NFL game we watched last night, the Tampa Bay Bucks just came and put it on the Philadelphia Eagles, so you just never know.
You never do know, and that's why we play the game here. And this is the second time in 3 tournaments now that Tonganoxie and the Lady Chieftains will open up first-round play against Wamego. It was also 2 years ago that the boys opened up against Bonner. As well, so maybe we're starting to see some parity in the bracketing. I'm not too sure about that, but we have opening tip-off, both teams going over to the bench. We're going to send it down to our PA announcer, Brendan Bullen, or is it John Tollefson? It's one of the two.
Like it's John Tollefson. Well, I don't know.
They've been trading on and off throughout this whole entire tournament. Both of them have been doing a great job, as always. So we're going to send it down to them for starting lineups and our national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tonganoxie High School in the 65th Annual Tonganoxie Invitational Basketball Tournament. We welcome our guests from Wamego High School. Kansas State High School Activities Association and Tonganoxie High School encourage you to make good sportsmanship a priority at all times. Winning is for a day, sportsmanship is for a lifetime. At this time, I ask that you please stand, remove your hats, and help us honor America and those who serve it in the playing of our national anthem. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For Wamego, number 3, a 5'6" sophomore, Lexi Heck. For Tonganoxie, number 1, a 5'2" sophomore, Alyssa Schoening. For Wamego, number 5, a 5'9" sophomore, Greer Panzer. For Tonganoxie, number 15, a 5'2" sophomore, Emerson Maslak. For Wamego, number 20, a 6'1" junior, Isabella Wilbur. For Tonganoxie, number 21, a 5'2" senior, Mariah Herrera. For Wamego, number 23, a 5'5" junior, Soraya Henninger Reed. For Tonganoxie, number 24, a 5'8" senior, Lincoln Bennett. For Wamego, number 30, a 5'6" senior, Sarah Springer. And for Tonganoxie, number 34, a 5'6" senior, Sage Isaacs. Head coaches for tonight's game: for Wamego, Brian McIntosh. For Tonganoxie, Vince Lewis. Officials for this evening's game are Bill Miller, Jack Messer, Jamie Casper.
All right, and those were your starting lineups brought to you by Team Tongie. They've donated more than $190,000 to local families. To learn how you can help make a difference and learn about upcoming Team Tongie events, check out their website at www.teamtongie.com. And Like you said, the Chieftains taking on the Red Raiders, second time this season and the second time in the opening round of the Tongie Invitational in 3 years. And if the Chieftains are going to pull off the upset tonight, partner, what do you think has to go right for them? What do you think they need to execute more efficiently on tonight if they want to pull off this upset?
Well, obviously they can't turn the ball over against a good team like this, and they're going to have to limit the opponent to one shot. They can't give up a lot of offensive rebounds for second chance points.
That was a big killer for him in the first matchup earlier in the season, back a little over a month ago at Wamego. Let's see how they make the adjustments tonight.
Yeah, I was interested to see if Coach Loomis would come out in a zone because they're giving up a lot of size inside, but they're playing man-to-man, and they got Lakin Bennett on the 6'1" player from, you can help me out with the name there, partner.
Now low for, that's number 20 we're talking about. That is Isabella Wilbur, 6'1" junior.
Yeah. She looks like a force to be reckoned with on the inside there, but looks like Tongie's going to stay in the man-to-man here, so.
Well, it's a score on the first possession for Wamego and then a turnover for Tongie. So back come the Red Raiders, up 2-0 early in this one. A strong mix of upperclassmen leadership with some talented sophomores for this Red Raiders squad. Going down low, looking for Wilbur, just couldn't quite finish, and Isaacs clears out on the rebound. She's been doing really well. She's had a great month of January.
She's done a great job, especially on the boards for the Chieftains.
Even starting to feel her groove offensively as well. She kicks out to Bennett. Her arching shot rattles in.
Goes in.
And then to give the assist to save, her fingerprints have just been all over. Bless you, by the way. Her fingerprints have been all over the stat sheets and everything else for this team for the past about couple weeks or so, a little bit over. Here's Shawnick bringing it up. 3 Red Raiders between her and the bucket. And now Wamego's going to come away with it. A couple of players slow to get up.
Numbers.
Wilbur gets it. No bucket, though. They're going to say she walked with it first.
Oh, wow. Break for Tongie there.
Very big break, and our attention now turns down. That was Isaacs that was down for Tongie. She's up and okay. She was fighting down there with Lexi Heck, the 5'6" sophomore, number 3. Both of them up and okay.
Yeah, Sage is a warrior under there. She's a tough one.
Already full court pressure gives Tongie some trouble, but Wamego can't cash it in too far underneath the bucket for Heck. We saw that almost from start to finish in the last game as well. Like we mentioned, this year, I think that's the biggest step that this Chieftain team has taken from last season. We saw the full court pressure really give them a lot of trouble. This year, they've handled it much better.
Yeah, I think you can attribute that to those freshman point guards, maturing a little bit. And that's, what coaches say about the best thing about freshmen is they become sophomores.
That's absolutely true. Sage collects it, trying to go around on Wilbur. Stop, trying to pivot, gives to Shawnick. Now she goes to back down on Pittenger Reed. Mariah Herrera. Sometimes combine them and go.
Yeah, it's kind of a tongue twister. Oh,
that 3 ball good. That's Springer.
Right. That ball looked good when it left her hand.
Definitely a trigger finger for Sarah Springer, 5'6" senior. One of the leading scorers for this Wamego team.
Now see right there, Mariah had that stripped and Sage jumped in there to get the tie up. They still lost the possession, but good heads up by Sage there.
Active already is Wamego on defense. On an early 3-point lead, approaching 5 minutes in this first quarter. Through some resistance, kick out for 3 on the wing, and it's good. Plenty of space. Pittenger Reed.
No. If Tongie doesn't guard that 3-point line, it could be a long night for him. Those are 2 wide open shots.
Back-to-back 3-pointers for Wamego. Shawnick, I believe she was trying to get it to Bennett, but it was thrown off the path.
Yeah, it was a good idea, but that pass was read by the defense. really well.
That's now 3 early turnovers, not even halfway through the first quarter, and another three-pointer buried.
See, there isn't anybody within 10 feet of that shooter. They've got to get some pressure on that shooter if they want to have any kind of a chance in this game.
And just like that, 3 straight three-pointers, a 9-0 run, and trouble near the timeline forces Coach Loomis to take his first time out of the game. Red Raiders looking crisp in this one. Pittenger-Reed, back-to-back three-pointers for her, gives the Red Raiders an 11-2 lead. 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this quick break on Tonganoxie Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
We'll have the timeout taken by Tonganoxie, 11-2 lead. This one knocked off a sneaker. He'll stay at this end. So we're thinking early survey so far on the defensive end for Tonganoxie. We see them worrying. They're telling Wamego, we're not going to let you get it down to Wilbur. Let her use that 6'1 frame and beat us in the paint. But the problem is Wamego's shooters are really feeling it tonight. Already 3 three-pointers put down on the night.
Man, Tongie should have numbers here.
Maslick trying to get in on the fun, can't quite knock it down. Bennett fighting hard for the rebound. Ball is still loose, and it's saved, but it goes right to Sage.
Take it, Sage. Take it.
Trying to back down on Wilbur from the right elbow. Just a little too strong for Maslick. Now Wamego picking up the tempo. Good ball movement. Can't finish. It's Pittenger-Reed, but is fouled, I believe, on the shot attempt.
Should be shooting too.
We'll have our first foul of the game for either team, and it's going to be on Lakin Bennett. We'll send Soraya Pittenger-Reed, 5'5 junior, to the free throw line tonight. Our first trip for either team can give Wamego an early 10-point advantage. First one on the way, and buries it. We're talking about defensively. We said it's a little bit kind of like a pick your poison. It's a really tough position.
It really is because I really thought they'd come out on a zone because I know this Wamego team can really shoot it. And, they could shoot them out of the zone too, but you got to pick your poison, like we said, partner. If you collapse in the paint, that's going to leave those shooters wide open, and that's what we've seen so far tonight.
Shonik's shot initially blocked, got her on rebound, and I think hurried it just a little bit too quickly. Many Wamego defenders in the area. This Heck pull-up jumper, can't get it. Short on the left side of the rim, pulled in by Maslick, and an easy foul call there. Heck just getting a little bit too greedy, trying to strip that ball loose.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to have some pressure here in the full court. We'll see if it's token pressure. They're going to actually put in on the press. See how the Chieftains handle it. They've handled it pretty well so far this year, like you talked about, buddy. That it really dealt them fits last year. You can tell that they've really worked on that.
Maslick's kick out. Bennett lined up good, just a little bit short.
It was online.
Heck bringing it up the floor on the far side. Left wing, three-pointer, doesn't quite fall. Shonik crashing in for the board, but still coming away with it as Panzer, and the Red Raiders have another chance.
I tell you what, Shonik crashes the board better than any 5'2" player you'll find. She's tough.
She's got that bulldog mentality.
Yeah, she does, man.
With her, and she's had it ever since she started game one as a freshman, going back to last year.
Sometimes it gets her in a little foul trouble, but you got to live with that if you're Coach Loomis.
Second three from Bennett, a little bit too strong. Tongie being forced to put up a lot of those low percentage shots. Again, it's just kind of looking like the same story we saw at Wamego. That three ball won't fall. Like we said, now we're seeing some of those three-pointers not fall for Wamego, and up the heel of Herrera catching the baseline, so he'll stay here. Farrah Halsa will check in for Tonganoxie, as will number 34, Arabelle Rosano for Wamego. Wamego gets another break here. Let's see, try to capitalize on it. And Wilbur has it poked away, loose. Pittenger Reed. Down low to Springer. Body's hitting the deck here. Sage, of course, on top of it.
Sage was on the floor after that. She's up clapping her hands. You got to love it.
And after all that, it goes to Rosano. Tried to pick it straight up off the floor. That's a travel. But again, we will see this full court pressure from Wamego.
Yeah, another, a hustle and toughness play by Sage caused the turnover.
Wamego retreats. Maslick bringing it up the floor, guarded by Springer. Gets the screen from Shonick. Now picks up her dribble in a little bit of trouble. Finds Isaacs. Guarded by Rosano. Pass deflected. Still to Shonick. 3-ball in the way. Can't get it to go.
Yeah.
And again, underneath with Wilbur. Stretching up to get that rebound. Not too much you can do. You're the Chieftains in that, position.
You've got to really block out because she's going to be tough to defend.
Another 3-ball fives for Hecht, and she rattles it in. 5th field goal of the game for Wamego. 4 of the 5 coming from downtown.
Yeah, they're pretty good shooters. But, they've all been wide open, too. They really haven't been contested.
Shonick trying to answer, can't do it on the step back. Hecht collects the rebound. Wamego going to slow it down. Exact same spot. Not the same result, though, but a rebound. Pittenger Reed. Yeah. And a foul call on Herrera trying to knock that ball loose.
Yeah. I think if you're Coach Loomis, you got to tell your girls you can't fall in love or try and match 3-point baskets with this team because that's really not our game. You really need to try and work it inside and get a better percentage shot. That's easier said than done, though.
Sure. That's what's so dangerous about this Wamego team. They got the size.
Yeah, they can hurt you inside and they can
hurt you inside. I mean, all around.
Yeah, there you go.
Open on the low block. That's Rosano.
That was just a nicely run play right there.
It's now 15 unanswered for the Red Raiders. They're going to tag that, I believe, to Wilbur.
Call a foul there? Yep. Yep, sure did. I'm sure the Wamego coach isn't too happy with that with 23 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Chieftains need a bucket here. Shonick showing off the handles. Good bounce to Bennett. Just can't get the right angle off the backboard.
See, that's the kind of shot they need, but you got to finish them.
I don't think anyone's had any worse luck under load than Lakin Bennett.
Yeah,
how many bunnies she's missed? It's been tough.
She has.
Another one goes.
Oh, man, that was in and out.
And the horn sound 17-2. Wamego dominant in the first quarter. We'll be back with more action after this on Tonganoxie Sports Live, our continuing coverage of the 65th Annual Invitational Basketball Tournament.
When it comes to rehabilitation, despite what you're told, you can choose where you want to go. Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie is independently owned, allowing them to work with all doctors and your insurance to ensure a smooth transition, especially from a knee or hip replacement. Choose from one of their highly qualified physical therapists for an individualized plan of care to achieve long-term health benefits. Contact Physical Therapy Solutions today and let them help you. Go to ptsolutionsks.com for more information. Across the 20, the 15, the 10, 5, Colton McCann, his third touchdown of the game.
Like in the net, that'll be a point for Baldwin.
A first touch volley. The substituted
forward across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojan.
At an opening on the near side. Is he going to take it? Yes, he is. Kaplinger will take it to the house.
Partner, I think it's interesting to see how far out Wamego was picking up pressure, and they're really playing tough D, and it's really hard for the Chieftains to try and get anything inside.
Again, it's kind of a little bit of the same recipe that they followed to success. Again, putting up 61 points up on Tongie last time they faced off.
Yeah.
It's the 5th turnover of the game for Tongie.
And that's just what they can't do. I mean, oh, look
another
at that.
low assignment underneath. Got a little bit too far underneath the bucket. Good recovery, hitting the deck.
Good block by Sage there.
That leads Lexi Heck. Almost got it to fall.
I think Herrera's going to pick that up, isn't she?
We will see. If so,
she goes over the back.
If so, it'll be her second. They do give it to Mariah Herrera.
Falls on Herrera, her second.
Well, you can just look down there and see the height advantage for almost at every position for the Red Raiders.
Springer shoveling it to Heck, drives in, had an opening. Drive. Foul on the floor. That'll be the second of the game on Bennett. So Herrera and Bennett back-to-back, each picking up their second fouls of the game.
Well, and I think the Lady Chieftains need to do a better job of talking on the ball screens too, because they're not switching fast enough, and Wamego's getting to the rim. And the only thing that they could do there was foul.
Now, we talked about how Tongie was trying to lock down in the lane and in the paint. That was the big part of the first quarter. Wamego just knocking down those low percentage shots. But now we're starting to see more penetration down low and 2 free throws coming for Lexi Heck. So it seems like the Red Raiders have cracked the code there. Now it's up to Tongie to make the adjustments. Second pair of free throws on the night for Wamego. First trip for Lexi Heck. First one is on the way and knocks it down.
They're 3 for 3 so far, aren't they, partner?
Second one.
I missed that one.
And Sage comes away with the rebound, so 50% on the night for Wamego. Outside of that, playing a pretty pristine game so far, up 18-2.
Yep. Well, Wamego is really active on defense.
And Coach Loomis not liking the way the offense is running. A full timeout he is taking. Again, we say you can always tell because his face really does get animated, gets a little bit red. It's a little bit of a crimson shade right now.
It really is. He's not happy with what he saw there.
Trying to get his team to regroup. Down 18-2, 7-minute mark of quarter number 2.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com. The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain Game Day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
So we'll see how the offense runs here. It's an inbounds play for Tongie. Shonick will have the honors of getting it in out there with Maslick, Bennett, Isaacs, and Carlton. 5 out there for Tonganoxie. Here's Shonick. Driving left, lost her footing, trying to get around Hecht, and they're going to get her with the foul to her disbelief as she picks up her second of the game.
Yeah, they called it a block, but it looked more like a trip.
Another chance here, trying with the fake, but couldn't fit it in there to Isaacs. 6th turnover of this half for Tonganoxie. Heck, baseline, another wide open look. Rosano underneath.
I don't know who's guarding Rosano, but they were not in good position there. And Rosonics, she's on Maslack, so I don't know if it's complimentary the other way or not.
Lila Carlton trying to provide a spark off the bench. There's a big 3 for her.
Boy, Tongie needed that.
Yes, they did. In the worst way possible. That ends an 18-0 run for the Red Raiders.
They're going to get her. Is that Herrera? No.
Did not see it. It's Maslack.
That's her second. One more, and we'll put them in the bonus. No, that's not good.
And the team already up 15 points. Definitely don't want to be doing them any favors of sending them to the line. Rosano open again at the right elbow, guarded by Isaacs. And almost throws it away, but Heck able to control. Going to be guarded up by Shawnick. Crossover, lost it. Good defense from Alyssa. Springer left on Carlton. Miscommunication, just a little bit out of the reach of Rosano. She was coming to her. Kind of threw it too far across her face, couldn't recover.
Amigo's still picking up full court.
I think it's just kind of like a team identity thing. So as long as we've been doing this here, Wamego, especially the Lady Red Raiders, they love bringing that full court pressure. Now an offensive foul is called. Illegal movement there. And that's the third of the game on Lakin Bennett at the 5:40 mark of quarter number 2. Also will check in, and Bennett's going to be heading out most likely for the rest of this first half.
I think they called an illegal screen there.
Heck gets around the trap. Pittery looking for number 3 from 3, but can't get it to go.
She was wide open.
Easy rebound for Wilbur. Clears out back up on the perimeter to Heck. Driving right on Shawnick. Stops near the baseline. Overhead pass at the free throw line to Springer. One-on-one. Wilbur.
She traveled.
She did. Lost the footing trying to get position on Isaacs. And the Chieftains will take it.
Yeah, Sage did a nice job of bodying up on her and not giving her any space there and caused the walk.
Up top, Shawnick driving right side, looking for the bounce pass to Maslack. And
is that 7 or 8?
That is now 7 that I got. And not the official scorekeeper by any means, but we'll have a definitive number at halftime, but still a little bit too high in the first half that you would really like to see.
Yeah, especially against a good team.
It is also worth noting with that last foul picked up by Bennett. That's the 15th foul now for Tongie, so Wamego is in the bonus the rest of the way, and here we go. Back to the free throw line.
Yep.
First of the game for Alyssa Shawnick. Second trip for Lexi Heck. Went 1 for 2 last time around. Trying to finish it off 2 for 2. And she does just that. I think we have a timeout here for Wamego, trying to get some substitutes in. Looking to extend their lead even further, 22-5 over Tonganoxie. I think while we do have some time here, there's been a lot going on just outside of, just the basketball tournament and stuff. Obviously with this time of year with football, there's obviously the commitment to stuff being announced, and we saw the other day Isaiah Holthouse committed to play at Fort Hays State.
Awesome.
So he's going to be a Tiger moving forward. He'll be playing tight end for him, so we want to say congratulations to Isaiah. Well-deserved for him.
Yeah, he's going to be a good addition to that squad. Man, I'm telling you what, but the hands Holthouse has, the Chiefs could use him.
Can we get him on a flight to Buffalo?
Yeah.
We'll see. Earning first team all league in the Frontier League at wide receiver, and even earning all state mention and honors as well. So congratulations again to Isaiah and the Holthouse family. Shonick letting this one just roll to the baseline, not wanting to get down on it. Pittenger Reed was hot on her heels.
She did a good job of blocking her off of it, though.
Goes to Isaacs, gives it right back, and trying to kick out again, just offline of Herrera. It goes out of play. And the offense for Tongie is really just stuck in a rut right now. Only 2 field goals, a 3-pointer from Lila Carlton coming off the bench, and a bucket for Lakin Bennett. That has been it. Legal screen on Wamego.
I thought they called that on Tongie. Man, they're going to be back at the line. Yeah, being in the bonus for over half the quarter is a big deal.
It is. Herrera coming around near side, fakes the gives to Halsa.
See, I think there's too much dribbling. I think Coach would like to see a little more passing.
Isaac stops, good pivot on Wilbur, gives to Maslick. Stops, has it knocked loose. Isaacs collects and can't get it to fall. But Sage again gets the rebound, lost a handle of it. It'll be Wamego basketball as Sage thought it was poked loose.
I thought it was too.
By a defender. And Carlton comes back in for Tongie.
The Zebras are a lot closer to it than we are.
For sure. High defense by Halsa on Springer. We got a whistle. And another offensive foul on Wamego.
Wow. Chieftains are just having a really tough time putting the ball in the basket, though.
And just a violation, so no foul given out. Tight pass. Shonick still coming away with it. Pittenger Reed almost came away with another steal. Herrera with the handles, bounces it to Carlton. Now low Shonick, mismatch, but goes up and over Winter. Kiss can't fall. Winter up ahead. Pittenger Reed back beyond the arc. That's where she's shown to be most comfortable so far tonight. 2 3-pointers. Stops. Was looking maybe for Rosana, but Wilbur gets it offline though. Second chance. Fight for it. Jump ball is called. I believe it'll stay at this end, and it will.
Yeah.
The 4th and final game that is taking place today, and with this game is over, that will conclude all the first round games in both the boys and the girls bracket of the 65th annual Tonganoxie Invitational Basketball Tournament. We'll give everybody an update on the boys bracket and the girls bracket, where everything stands as of halftime. And we can start giving you some times and previews of later in the week, as all teams will have tomorrow off.
What'd they call? Yeah, another offensive foul. Wow.
They got Springer saying she hooked her arm around. Trying to get past Winter. Can't quite shake her yet, though. Herrera keeping a hold of it, approaching 2 minutes, and got her to walk with it.
Yep.
Heavy defense there for Wamego, causes another empty possession for the Chieftains.
Yeah, when she's being harassed like that, her teammates need to come help her.
Both offenses a little stagnant here in the past couple of minutes. We've been stuck at 22-5. Springer trying to change that, and does.
They're shooting a pretty good percentage from 3, too.
They're really falling down early in the game. Get 4 of their 5 first buckets from three-point range. Went a little bit cold there, but Springer ends that cold streak, at least for the time being.
That's another turnover for the Chieftains.
Looked like that was Mazzano down low hitting the deck, but no whistle. Herrera just throwing the ball away.
I think she was trying to do a wraparound pass, but it got away from her.
Right. Going through the contact, maybe expecting a whistle to be blown one way or the other there, too.
I think she was expecting a teammate to be cutting to the basket, too. Oh, that's
second for Maslak.
Yeah. That's her third. Unless we got it wrong. Scoreboard says 3.
I always say I am never the official scorekeeper of this game. 4 free throws for Wamego. This time to the line, Pittenger-Reed as she knocks down the front end. And Maslak will get checked out with her 3 fouls.
And we were talked about how, Wamego has been in the bonus for over half of this quarter, and they're not leaving too many points on the line either. They're knocking down a pretty good percentage.
Straightaway 3, can't go back-to-back as Springer. Schoeneck coming away with the rebound, looking to push the tempo up here. Has Halsa, good bounce pass, and a good finish for Farah.
That's what they need right there.
On the other end, oh my goodness. Kind of got contorted around real awkwardly there, hitting the bottom of the stanchion and the padding.
Yeah.
Thankfully, she's getting up okay.
She's getting up.
That's Pittenger-Reed. Kind of got her body kind of like scorpion around there for momentum. She's going to get up okay. Will shoot her free throws. First foul of the game for Farah Halsa. Second one on the way and good. Now some quick substitutions here for Wamego. Trying to get some fresh legs in there. Get some
Wamego with it, constant pressure.
Under a minute left to go before halftime. Swinging it around, Carlton poked away by Winter. He'll stay here. And his defense for Wamego has just been suffocating all night long from the full court pressure they've been bringing. It's had every inch of the court that Tongie has traveled tonight. They've had to earn it.
That just wouldn't fall.
Isaac's
had a good look.
Isaac's a little frustrated. Thought she should have came away with that rebound. There's a lot of contesting bodies underneath working for it. Schoeneck knocks it loose from Winter. It'll stay here. 35.9 seconds left to work with. Wamego necessarily doesn't really have to hurry here. Maybe if you really want to be really aggressive, they're just going to go down low, but airmailing it.
Wow.
But again, another offensive rebound. Sets up the mid-jumper too strong again. Putting that up was Dallas Frazier-Brown.
Yeah, she missed the bunny and the little 12-footer.
Schoeneck guarded by Winter, drives left, kick out, Herrera, head fake, baseline, jumper is no good. And now 2 seconds, 1 second, got to put it up. It's going to be well offline, and a full 28-7 run to the first half for Wamego.
Yep.
Just pure dominance at both ends of the floor. Chieftains need to make some adjustments at halftime. Have a lot of work to do in the second half. And we'll be right back with the White Birch Property Realty Executives halftime show on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongie Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongie Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West Campus or go to tongierec.org.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Transform the look and feel of your home with the perfect flooring from Midwest Carpet Center in downtown Tonganoxie. Discover a world of exquisite carpets, stunning hardwoods, and luxurious vinyl. With over 20 years of trusted service, they are your local flooring experts. And they're so much more than just carpet. Shop a variety of styles from quality brands like Shaw, Anderson Tuftex, Hortec, and so much more. From cozy living rooms to elegant bedrooms, sleek kitchens to stunning baths, you'll find it all at Midwest Carpet Center. Explore online at MidwestCarpetCenter.com.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Welcome in, everybody, to the White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show. At White Birch Properties, you have a team of agents ready to help you buy or sell that next house that leads you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007. Halftime score, Wamego 28, Tonganoxie 7. It was pure dominance for the Red Raiders. Yeah. Right from the start, they felt they were hot from three-point range. They made 4 of their first 5. They went 1 of 10 down the stretch. That brought the percentage down to around 33%. But outside of that, I mean, it was a really well-rounded first quarter for Wamego.
Yeah, no question about it. The thing that really jumps out to me is second chance points. Wamego 12, Tongie 0. I mean, that's huge. And then on total rebounds, Wamego's out rebounding them by 8 in the first half. Yeah, it's just pretty much dominance.
Yeah, all the total rebounds in this game. Wamego's coming down on a clip of about 62% of the time on either end. I mean, that is just absurd. Tonganoxie about 38% on their total defensive rebounds. Tonganoxie 55%, Wamego 85%. And I'm looking if they have the offensive rebounds on here, because that's really been another thing for me, is the second and third chances for Wamego. I mean, they might not be capitalizing so many points off of those, but again, the more and more chances you give them, the more and more that eventually those shots are going to start going down. And in a 28-7 ball game, you're already in a really deep hole right now. That's the first thing right away. Message got to be coming through from Coach Loomis is we got to do better, putting a body on body in the paint, boxing out, especially when you got 6'1" Wilbur down low. If you don't get good position on her, she's going to reach up, and if you have to go over the back or under, the referees are going to call the foul every single time. So that's priority number one for me, is you got to try to do better on that in the second half. And offensively, I think there's got to be a sense of like an aggression, having a fire lit under you, trying to attack the paint a little bit more.
Yeah, you know, they've got to try and get some high percentage shots, but it even seemed like the ones that they did get in the first half, they weren't able to get them to go down. So I don't know if it's the pressure that Wamego's putting on them, because I do know, that's wearing those guards out, that's having to handle the ball against pressure for the whole game. It takes a toll.
And we've seen it too many times where it's someone driving in and trying to make the extra pass, somebody's running the other way, doesn't have their head turned around, their back is to the ball, those kind of bad passes.
Yeah.
We also give Wamego their credit as well, making things tough on Tonganoxie. But there's got to be a little bit better sense of urgency offensively to come out. You drive in the lane, there's the odds are maybe if you get fouled, you can go to the free throw line. Tonga hasn't had very many chances at the line. In fact, no free throws tonight in the whole first half for Tonga.
Not a single shot from the free throw line. And Wamego's hitting 70% from the line. And that's what we talked about earlier, partner, is, Tonga got 5 quick fouls with about 5 or 6 minutes left to play in that second quarter. And that's where Wamego did some damage at the line.
Yeah, so at this point, I think offensively, we'd like to see a little bit more of that. Defensively, when the Wamegos come down with the miss, get a body on somebody, get the good box out, and try to limit as many of those opportunities you've been giving up.
But those points off turnovers, it's really ugly.
Things can turn around real quickly, obviously. At 28-7. We've seen crazier things happen in third quarters here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, but we'll see how the Lady Chieftains adjust. Wamego already out of the locker room. Tonganoxie still taking their time, as we are just now 2 minutes and 45 seconds left until the start of the third quarter, and that is when we will be back with our continuing week-long coverage of the 65th Annual Tonganoxie Invitational Basketball Tournament here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com. First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongie? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com. Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
Thank everybody for watching and tuning along in the White Birch Property Realty Executives halftime show. Before we resume action, I do want to remind everybody to get familiar with our website at www.varsitysportslive.com, and be sure to like and follow us on Facebook at Varsity Sports Live /Tonganoxie. When you follow us on Facebook, we give immediate broadcasting updates, obviously with the winter sports season, all the snow and the cold weather, postponements, delayments, and schedule changes. We announce every single one of them and update every single broadcast right away. So follow us there on Facebook at varsitysportslive.com or Varsity Sports Live /Tonganoxie, and check out our website for broadcasting updates as well at varsitysportslive.com, where the action never stops. And the action rolls along here tonight, quarter number 3, the start of the second half. And for Tonganoxie, hoping to be a tale of two halves. So they try to come back against the Wamego Red Raiders, down 28-7. Good effort, Herrera getting her miss and drawing the foul. So they will tag it into Wilbur for her second of the ballgame.
Need to get it in.
Lincoln Bennett into the game, playing with 3 fouls. She's got to be careful early on here. Straightaway 3 for Isaacs. Takes a couple bounces. Shonick again with the rebound, but the tie-up right there, Pitcher Reed. And it will be Wamego basketball. And somehow, some way, she always just finds a way to crash the boards.
She's got to be one of the top rebounders on this team for sure. She's just a little ball hawk. She's always around the ball.
Iowa loose. This is going to be the 9th turnover of the game for Wamego. We mentioned during the halftime show that the points off turnover tonight definitely in favor of Wamego. 12 and none for Tonganoxie. So, I mean, you take away 12 points right now, we're talking about still a 16-7 ball game. That's still much better than where things currently sit right now. There's still time here for Tongie to try to settle in and get a lot of momentum going.
Well, tried to force that pass into a small window, and now we're going to have a jump ball.
But that will keep it here with Tonganoxie. So Bennett and Isaacs working in cohesion there. Keep it down here.
If they can get a bucket here, they can get some points off turnover.
And Herrera give it to Sage, catch and shoot, a little bit short.
Look, Shonick's in there again trying to get it away.
And those are the shots right there, right in the middle of the lane.
Yeah, you
catch and shoot. Those have to start falling for Tongie. Isaacs on Pidgery, gives to Wilbur with the right hand, tipped out Bennett and collected by Herrera. So Chieftains getting some stops here on defense. Just need to start getting some points in on offense. Dish to Bennett, dribbling right, gives back to Mazlek. Also with 3 fouls in game, Shonick underneath, some contact, got a little too far underneath the bucket.
I think she was looking for a foul there, but didn't happen.
And collecting is Springer. She's got 8 on the night.
Oh, here comes a bad pass.
And the Red Raiders get a little bit of a double dip there. It's Hecht that cashes in. She also now has 8 on the night. Isaac stops, kick out, Bennett 3. Is good, contested by Wilbur, but got it over her outstretched arms. And Lakin now leading the Chieftains in scoring with 5. 50% of the point total. Wilbur fouled, have to earn him at the line. This will be the 6th trip to the line tonight for Wamego. Still no free throw attempts for Tonganoxie. Takes a couple bounces but cannot fall for Wilbur. This is her first pair of free throws on the night. Wamego shot at a 70% clip from the line in that first half.
Yeah, that's going to hurt their percentage a little bit there.
Back-to-back misses from Wilbur. It will indeed.
Oh, miscommunication there. And another turnover.
Wamego trying to cash in. More points off turnovers. Got 14 total tonight. It's the Panzer. Now gives back. Springer underneath with the right hand. Just can't finish. That's Frazier Brown, number 32.
Another good rebound by Sage.
Shonick, good spin, running floater, and finally, first free throws of the game here for Tongie. It will come via the sophomore point guard, Alyssa Shonick.
You've got to take advantage of being able to score with a clock stopped if you're trying to get back in a game here. Need to knock these down.
Lozano set to check back in for Wamego as Shonick knocks down the front end. The first of 2 attempts. And Lozano now comes in, and Panzer will head out for Wamego. Takes a couple bounces, lets it go, and knocks down both. Chieftains collect 2 with the clock stopped. Takes it back to a 20-point game, 32-12.
Keep chipping away.
That's got to be the mindset and what Coach Loomis has to be
nice
preaching.
pass.
Just can't
Lost
handle it,
She
though.
lost the handle, yeah.
And walks with it. So a huge break caught there for the Chieftains. It looked like 2 points.
Yeah.
Wrapped up with a nice bow for Frazier Brown, but couldn't handle the pass.
She tried to go up with it before she caught it.
It happens to the best of us.
Yes, it does.
Again, the full court pressure coming for Wamego. Bennett near the right elbow. Going to try to drive in. Back down on Wilbur. Spin, pivot, up and under. Just a little out of control.
Yeah, she forced that shot.
Now contact on the way. It's a
blocking or
it is blocking.
Yeah.
So 2 free throws on the way. And the second foul of the game on Alyssa Shonick.
Alyssa, I think, was trying to get in there to take the charge, but she didn't quite get set.
Lexi Heck back to the line, 4 of 5 on the night, pending his next attempt. And rattles it in.
Got the trap coming.
Chieftains avoided for the
Nicely
time
done.
being. Bennett, another 3 on the way, just a little offline and short. Heck gets by Shonick, easy
nice
dish and
pass.
an easy 2 for Wilbur. Surprisingly, her first field goal of the game.
I know. She's had some bunnies. And I think Lakin was watching the ball instead of her man there and lost track of her for an easy 2.
Contact on the hand and wrist and the shooting motion. Shonick was going up for it. Now the third of the game for Wilbur. 3 minutes, 18 seconds in the third quarter. Shonick back to the line, went 2 of 2 her last trip. Now 3 of 3 on the night.
She's got a nice stroke.
Definitely one of, if not the best, free throw shooter on this Tonganoxie team. Second one is away and good. No announcers jinx there. Shout out to you, Alyssa. Making us look good. Timeout on the floor, 36-14. Wamego looking to advance to the second round and take on the St. James Academy Thunder. As we will step aside here for a quick break on Tongie Sports Live.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Transform the look and feel of your home with the perfect flooring from Midwest Carpet Center in downtown Tonganoxie. Discover a world of exquisite carpets, stunning hardwoods, and luxurious vinyl. With over 20 years of trusted service, they are your local flooring experts. And they're so much more than just carpet. Shop a variety of styles from quality brands like Shaw, Anderson Tuftex, Hortec, and so much more. From cozy living rooms to elegant bedrooms, sleek kitchens to stunning baths, you'll find it all at Midwest Carpet Center. Explore online at MidwestCarpetCenter.com.
There's the sweet sounds of the Tonganoxie Pep Band led by Charles Van Middlesworth, brings us back out of our timeout. 36-14, Wamego with the lead over Tonganoxie. Held the lead for the entirety of the game. Only had one tie, and that was back at 2-2 in the first quarter. Loose ball and last off of Wamego.
Good hustle by Shawnee causing that turnover.
Looked like maybe a couple words from Lexi Heck. Wasn't too appreciative of the contact and getting legs cut out from her, but again, love the effort from Shanik, eventually bringing the ball back here on this end for Tongie. Big throw on the way for Herrera. Gets it to go. Third from three-point range tonight for Tonganoxie. Rosano along two. Bounces hard, but again, almost an uncontested rebound. Pinnager Reed, second chance, rattles out. Wilbur with the tip. Rosano, third time's the charm for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, you can't give them that many chances. They're going to knock it down. Nice shot by Lakin. 15-footer.
Only Chieftain tonight with more than one field goal in the game. Springer, it looked good as soon as it left her hand.
Yeah, it did.
Second Red Raider in double figures, got 11, joining Pinnager Reed, who's got 10.
That's bad pass there. And she's getting a little coaching from Coach Loomis there. He wasn't happy with that pass either.
Always wanted to take advantage of the little coaching moment here. During the game or during timeouts.
Exactly.
Always does whatever he can. Closing in on the final minute of quarter number 3. Wamego holds on to this lead. They will move on to play Friday night against the St. James Academy Thunder. Meanwhile, Tongie would move over to the consolation side of the bracket, and they would play Friday in the afternoon at 4:30. They would take on the Blue Valley West Jaguars. Again, we'll give the full update. I know I was supposed to do it at halftime. Slipped my mind, but we will do that at the inside the Brothers Market postgame show. We'll update both the girls and the boys brackets and give you upcoming times.
There's going to be a foul.
No foul.
No, I think it's just out of bounds.
Yes. And no action happening tomorrow. It's an off day for all teams, and action will resume Thursday with the boys, Friday with the girls, and then Saturday we'll have both brackets playing out from 10 o'clock in the morning all the way to the championship games taking place at 6 o'clock and 7:30 that night. And we'll have all of Tongie games here for you here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, as always.
You like to see the referees confer like that to make sure they get the call right.
I feel like we've been seeing that like more and more, especially over the past, I'd say, 2 seasons.
Yeah. Oh, that was ill-advised pass there.
Heck can't finish, but it's fouled by Mazlek, who picks up number 4. Her fourth and the 4th team foul.
At least they didn't put him in the bonus this quarter.
Yeah, that was a big part. We talked about how many more trips to the line Wamego has had compared to Tonganoxie, but it was also they had almost 5 minutes of that second quarter, but they were in the bonus, so they got more trips there via the 2 free throw bonus.
Yep, and they're hitting a decent percentage too. Just I jinxed her.
There you go.
Doggone it, they're going to have a tie-up.
I'll stay down here.
Yeah, with Wamego. She sure wasn't going to rip it away from Sage, though. She had a death grip on it.
Loomis asking where's the contact on the forearm. Gets a little bit of the death stare from the referee, and we move on.
Yeah.
We saw him. He got real vocal in the last game against Christ Prep. Got the tee.
Yeah, he did.
And that was really, really early in that game, but he's not afraid. He is.
Well, I think it was a good technical. I think we said that at the time. I think it put a fire under the girls. Yeah. Sometimes coaches will do that. I don't know for sure that's what his intent was, but that was the result.
He's definitely like a player's coach.
Yeah,
he will always stand up for his players no matter what, if it's in the middle of them, all the way from the first quarter and all the way to the final seconds in a potential blowout. I mean, he's always there, always has been.
Yeah. We had the pleasure of watching him coach the boys' state baseball team, too.
Absolutely. It's going to stay here. Last off of Wamego, 29.5 seconds in the third left to work with for Tongie.
You're trying to get back in the game. You don't want to hold it for the last shot. You need back buckets, and you need them quick.
Isaacs gives back to Shonick, drives on the left side, goes up and makes it in. First field goal for Alyssa tonight. Lexi Reed winds up and nylon, nothing but net.
Yeah.
And got to put something up here. Good if it goes, just a little offline from Sage. And after 3 quarters, Wamego 45, Tonganoxie 21. We have the final quarter as we wrap up today's action. Day 2 of the 65th annual Tonganoxie Invitational Basketball Tournament here. Exclusive coverage on Tonganoxie Sports Live, your home for Chieftain Athletics.
I was just wondering.
Enter query.
Should I use a robot?
Vacuum?
No. Are
robots taking over the world? Yes.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Unlike a robo-advisor, we can put together a personalized plan.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
Thinking about starting your next outdoor home project? Be sure to call 811 before you dig. After calling 811, wait a few days for utilities to mark your yard with paint or flags to avoid unintentionally hitting a utility line. Hitting a buried line can disrupt service in your area, cost money to repair, or cause serious injury. Southern Star asks you to help protect our community. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Fourth and final quarter.
Wamego 8 minutes and counting away. We're moving on to the.
Oh, I don't know about that shot. Too far under. Oh wow, too many second chance points there.
Yep, and that's been the story, the main story for the majority of the night. 12 points out for Pivot pending the free throw that's coming up, but it's been way too many extra chances for Wamego. We said it during the White Birch Property halftime show that was something that Tongie had to come out and eliminate if they wanted any chance in the second half, but haven't been able to completely shut out the Red Raiders on the boards yet.
Just need to score. What was that?
Another thing that we're looking at the books they handed out, and this year they put in the last year honors and the recognitions, and Wamego well represented last season the all-tournament team for the girls 3 Red Raiders. There were 2 seniors, Trista Huber and Ashton Pearson, but the junior, now senior Lexi Heck was on that team, and there was also Maya Gallagher, senior, was the girls free throw champion, and the 3-point champion was Sam Springer out there right now. So plenty of, a lot of Wamego.
Still a lot of firepower back.
Absolutely. It's what makes this team just so
it
makes them so good and so fun to watch even. At times getting ranked number 2 in the East in 4A girls and the Acacia rankings, only behind Fort Scott, undefeated on the season. They're going to send their winning streak to 8 straight games with a victory here tonight over Tonganoxie. It'll be the second that they've had over the Chieftains this season. Want some extra confirmation, it'll stay down here with Tonganoxie.
I think the referees have done a decent job tonight.
Yeah, I've liked this crew. They've done a good job.
Whoa.
Contested, batted away, Wamega with it. Heck gives it up to Pitteger Reed and gets the lay-in to go with 14. That shot won't fall. In transition again come the Red Raiders. Heck giving back to Springer, collects, lets it fly. Nothing but net.
Wow.
Or Springer again, the aforementioned three-point champion last year, shows it off there.
Is that her second or third tonight?
Neither, it's her fourth.
Her fourth. There.
Right underneath for Isaacs, her first bucket of the game.
I'm always happy to see Sage get harder she works under there. I really enjoy seeing one fall for her now and then. Whoa.
Overhead save for
Man, that was a
Panzer.
nice save. That's a shooter. You better get on her. That's Springer. You don't want to lose sight of her.
Hands to Panzer, strong on that right side and finishes.
Wow.
And when it's your night, it is your night for Wamego.
That was a tough shot, and there was nothing but net.
Second bucket of the game for Panzer.
They're going to get her for reaching in.
Again with a 33-point lead.
We have a running clock now.
Not wasting any time. Just aggressive defense from the first horn all the way to the final horn for the Red Raiders.
I was wondering if maybe the Wamego coach wouldn't, wouldn't substitute out here to save the legs for of the starters. But
Head coach Brian McIntosh.
He's keeping the pedal to the metal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, currently still all
five
of the starters still out there. 3-pointer will go for Herrera, just outstretched for the rebound for Isaacs. It'll be Red Raider basketball once again. Penetration again by Heck. Blocked foul on Halsa.
Wow.
Down low on the low block on the left side of the lane.
That could have gone either way.
More free throws here, and as you had already mentioned, running clock is on, so this game's going to wrap up in just a little over 4 minutes from now. We'll stick around for the Brothers Market postgame show. We'll get the final stat sheet, and weigh some numbers. We'll update the boys and girls brackets, announce our upcoming broadcasts before we sign off here from Chieftain Arena. Live at Tonganoxie High School. Been
Just a little bit off of Sage's hands there.
And always a tough challenge. Wamego pretty much has had the number of these Lady Chieftains. They're really sitting in what I like to call the Tonganoxie Sports Live era, so like going back to 2020, as they've played at least once a year, if not two, given the regular season matchup and then meeting in this tournament. This is going to bring it close to about 5 or 6 straight wins for the Red Raiders over the Chieftains on Tongie Sports Live.
Yeah, well, I know ever since we've been doing it, partner, that Wamego has just had a really solid team every year.
And that just goes to show, like we have it here the way you build these kind of teams is it starts when they're very, really young in the recreation league, if you will.
Yeah.
We have it here with football. It starts all the way down with the youth clubs, and then when they learn the system and they grow up and mature and they learn it all the way through middle school, and then once they get to high school, it's second nature for them.
Exactly.
And I think that's something I'm willing to wager, at least, because it's always the Lady Red Raiders team in Wamego, always one of the best in 4A. Always a contender year in and year out, and give them credit. It's something in the water down there. I'm not sure what it is, but
like we were talking off air, it seems like they always have one 5 player that's got good height, over 6 foot.
Yeah,
every year. And man, can they shoot it?
Yeah. Like we mentioned earlier, it's just a pick your poison type of thing. As that one falls down for Winter. From 3. Coach McIntosh calling off the dogs, bringing out the starters. Actually, the only starter still out there is Panzer, number 5. Halsa can't answer on the other end, but he'll stay here with the Chieftains. Frazier Brown couldn't quite track that one down. Excuse me, that's Pittenger Reed. So there's still a couple starters still sprinkled in out there. I think it was interesting, like you brought up, with this tournament, you're going to be having, you got tomorrow off, and technically tomorrow and Thursday off, so maybe that's what they're thinking. You got 2 days off. That's pretty close to the average.
Yeah, it is.
In the season. High bounce off the miss from Shonick. And a push in the back, going away for that loose ball as we close in on the final minute of action. It's Lila Carlton that picks it up for her first of the game.
Last minute of play here.
And what I imagine is going to be another excellent basketball game on Friday when Wamego takes on the St. James Academy Thunder. We got a little bit of the action. St. James taking on Blue Valley West, and they looked the part.
Yeah, St. James is going to be a test for these Lady Red Riggers.
The girls bracket really shaping up. You got Piper and Eudora on the top. Now you'll have Wamego and St. James Academy, and just it's like a gauntlet trying to claim that championship coming up Saturday night.
Looks like they're just going to dribble it out here.
Meanwhile, Tonganoxie, they'll move on. They're going to be playing 4:30 on Friday right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. They'll take on the Blue Valley West Jaguars. Final horn sounds. Wamego completes the sweep on the season against Tonganoxie, 58-23.
Thank you for helping keep DHS clean by picking up trash and urine on the way out the door.
As we now come into the Brothers Market post-game show, you can check out all their weekly ads and specials in-store or online at shopbrothersmarket.com. Brothers Market, where they treat you like family, and we'll be back after this break on Tongie Sports Live.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
I was just wondering.
Enter query.
Should I use a robot?
Vacuum?
No. Are
robots taking over the world? Yes.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Unlike a robo-advisor, we can put together a personalized plan.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
Whether you're an athlete looking to get back for another big win or you're just trying to win at life, Dr. Adam Ludwin at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy can get you back in the game. Dr. Adam has the tools and skills to have you feeling your best in no time with chiropractic adjustment, physical therapy, cupping, taping, muscle scraping, on-site x-ray, and more. Lose the pain and win the day at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy, now open in Tonganoxie. Book online at winchiropracticst.com or call 913-214-1020.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
And final score tonight here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, Red Raiders 58, Chieftains 23. And the Brothers Market postgame show, Dylan Funk here with you. Got the stat sheet here brought up, and just a couple of things that jump off the page. Want to turn our attention. We mentioned in the White Birch Property halftime show about points off turnovers. That was one of the big keys in finishing this game. Wamego 17 total points off turnovers compared to only 3 for Tonganoxie. So that was turnovers for the Chieftains, 19 total they had on the game. Wamego was also up there as well. They had 13 on the night, but again, it's the cashing in on those. Defense and the offense is what we like to say around here, and Wamego did the better part of that tonight. And also this offensive rebound percentage. Wamego on offensive rebounds coming down nearly 50%, just a little under that, 47%, 47.1 to be exact, 23.1% for Tonganoxie. And defensive rebound percentage, Wamego 77% compared to 53% for Tonganoxie. So again, the height advantage for Wamego was evident tonight down low with Wilbur and many others that rotated in and out of the game. And it was also just the lack of really getting a body on somebody for Tonganoxie. They struggled with it from the opening tip all the way through the whole entire game. Never really recovered for it, and they paid the price for it. As we're going over some of these final numbers here, as my partner Dennis Drennan rejoins me, and we talked about it in the just a couple of numbers that really jumped out to me. This is the updated one down here, but
okay.
I'm just going to give you a couple, and then we're going to update the brackets here in a moment. We talked about points off turnover at halftime. 17 points for Wamego, only 3 for Tonganoxie. 19 total turnovers for Tongie, 13 for Wamego. So even though they were up there in turnovers, Tongie couldn't quite cash them in. Offensive rebound percentages, Wamego coming down with them 47% of the time. We talked about that too many second and third chance opportunities, and that means almost every shot that went up offensively for Wamego, a Red Raider was getting that ball brought back down 50% of the time. Got to clean up on that moving forward in this tournament.
Yeah, no question about it. But a lot of that was the size advantage that the Red Raiders had tonight too.
Absolutely. Wamego defense held the Chieftains only 2 points in the fourth quarter. Again, 58-23 victory for Wamego. So let's get these brackets updated here real quick. So if everyone's got, again, and I'm going to work on getting these graphics put together. So for Thursday, we'll have the brackets on screen for everybody to see. But I'm just going to tell you the results. We'll start on the girls' side. Eudora defeating Holton in the first game today, 45-29. So Eudora will move on to play Friday at 6 o'clock. Holton moves to the backside to play Friday at 3. The Cardinals will take on the Piper Pirates, who defeated Bonner today, 34-15. So Eudora and Piper, as we mentioned, on the top half of the winner side of the bracket. St. James Academy defeating Blue Valley West before this game here, 45-27. And obviously Wamego winning over Tonganoxie. So we got Eudora and Piper Friday at 6, and St. James and Wamego Friday at 7:30. We will have the broadcast starting at 4:30 as Blue Valley West will take on Tonganoxie, as the winner of that will go on to play Saturday at 10 o'clock for the 5th place game, and we'll take on the winner of Holton and Bonner Springs.
Anybody wanting to see a good matchup, I think that Wamego St. James game is going to be a good one.
For sure about that. I don't know. Obviously, we don't stream all the games here. We do the Tongie ones, but that is going to be one. If you like basketball and a couple of really good teams, maybe a little bit like a postseason preview, if you will, potentially. But that's going to be a good one. Let's update the boys. They got their action done yesterday. How about Atchison, the 1 seed on the boys side, putting up 89 points over Christ Prep. So they took easy care of them. They're going to be facing the Wamigos boys team, who upset Schlegel 39-26. That's Thursday at 6 o'clock. We saw the game yesterday on Tonganoxie Sports Live between Bonner Springs and Tongie. The boys team came oh so close, gave the Braves all they really wanted, but Bonner held on 63-56. They move on to the winner's side, and they will take on Metro Academy, pulling off the upset against Eudora, 58-62. It was a game that got out to a quick. It was like 17-4 lead. They were up double digits early. 3 balls were falling often for them. They cooled down a little bit in the second half. Eudora had a good run, just couldn't quite complete. So that means we're going to have another matchup here in Chieftain Arena between the Chieftains and the Cardinals. That's going to be Thursday at 4:30 here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Again, winner of that one will move on to play the 5th place game Saturday at 11:30, where they will take on the winner of Christ Prep and Schlegel. So we're off tomorrow. If you want to listen to us call wrestling between Lewisburg and Lawrence High, should be a great duel. That's over on our sister channel, Lewisburg Sports Live. But we're off here on Tonganoxie Sports Live tomorrow. We're back in action Thursday, boys against Eudora. That'll be a simulcast. We'll do it. If you know a Cardinal fan on Eudora Sports Live, feel free to let them know, but we'll make an announcement on that as well. It's Thursday at 4:30, and then Friday at 4:30, we'll have the girls matchup against Blue Valley West, and then we'll see what happens on Saturday if it lines up right, because I know Saturdays they start splitting playoff between Chieftain Arena and what they now call the auxiliary gym, a.k.a. what was the gym just for us for the first few years here at Tongie Sports Live. So hopefully if they're both playing in the same gym, we should be able to do 2 games. But if one's in the other at 10 and the other's in here at 11:30, it's hard to do it, breakdown. So just, again, I encourage everybody to follow along with us on Facebook at Varsity Sports Live /Tonganoxie, because if we have any announcements like that to make, that is where we will make them first. You can also check out our website at varsitysportslive.com. So that's going to do it for us here. Alongside Dennis Drennan, I'm Dylan Funk. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We will see you all here back inside Chieftain Arena on Thursday. Everybody stay safe, stay warm. It's been brutal outside, and we will see you next time right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.